My name's Rob, and I'm an old man adventuring. Old man here, and you're probably wondering right now, how the hell did I get from somewhere down here to somewhere up there? That story's coming right up. So how did we end up 40, 50, 60 feet in the air at the top of these trees hanging out with the birds? Well, let me tell you something. My property line goes from that signpost all the way down here past my driveway and ends up about 2 feet off of my neighbor's driveway. My neighbor's a great guy, by the way. And that means that we own all of the trees that are sitting in between this wooded area here. And specifically, these two trees, the two big ones right in the middle here, are actually dying off. Check it out. If we go all the way up to the top here, right in the middle, you can see how bare those trees are, and that is because they are dying out or are already dead. And if you look closely, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right in between there, you can actually see moss growing on the larger trunk there, which is an indication that the tree is dying because it doesn't have any way to defend against moss growing up, right? They're natural defenses. So the moss takes over, and then there's probably some rot in the inside. Don't know how much, but that is what's going on there. So we really need to take these two trees down. And I think what my neighbor was saying, there may be another one on his property that he wants to take down also. Now, he offered to pay a guy to come in and take the trees down for us. And I really appreciated that. And I'm grateful for him for offering that. However, we ended up calling the same guy that's been in the neighborhood before, pre-COVID, who's a tree guy. And when he came out a few years back, he mentioned that he could probably take down these trees for about $600 or $800 a piece. So we call him up a couple of weeks ago. He comes out, he inspects our trees plus the two that are dying at my neighbor's yard, and now his price is $1,100 a piece. Quite an increase in price from the previous couple of years. The problem with that is on my property, I have about 15, a minimum of 15, 18, up to about 22, maybe even 24 trees that I want to take down over the next couple of years, because we want to put in a pool just in front of the fire pit that you see over here. And in order to do that, we've got to clear all these trees out here, even the ones on the edge that you see here, these 2, 3, 4, and even the ones back there. And there's all sorts of gumballs back here. I think there might be even a couple of pines. There's some maples, I think. And these trees are huge, meaning tall. So check it out. This one right here is probably 100, 120 feet. The same with the one behind there that you can see the light through. This one over here is even taller. I'm gonna guess that's probably 130, maybe even 140 feet. And they're just incredibly high. And they just need to come out so we can eventually put a nice, beautiful pool back here. That's the goal, at least. So as you can imagine, I'm running the numbers, right? 15, 18, 22, 24 trees at $1,100 a piece. Not hard to figure out, looking at $18,000, $20,000, $24,000 to take all these trees down at $1,100 a piece. So I got the brilliant idea of starting to watch how to cut trees down on YouTube University, right? AKA YouTube. And started watching all the professionals and how they do it, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I could buy all the equipment, take a course on how to be an arborist, stay in a hotel room while I'm taking the course at whatever regional location there is, get some tree time, and I'd still come out at about $4,500 after everything's all said and done. $4,500 compared to $18,000, $20,000, $22,000, $24,000 sounds much more reasonable to me. So, what did this old man do? This old man went all in. I bought everything, right? I bought harnesses, saddles, boots, saws, carabiners, rope, and everything that you can imagine in a tree climber's bag. I bought it, and I bought good stuff too. So, with that being said, we are going to go through and do this myself. I'm actually going to go up in this tree. This will be the first one we cut down, and safety is the absolute 100% most paramount thing that you have to be aware of when you're scaling these trees. Even more important for me, because I'm going to be a novice at this. So you see a lot of these guys, they'll just climb up with one rope, and sometimes they don't even have a secondary rope. But usually they're double harnessed in. I'm going to be triple harnessed in. I'm going to have 2 flip lines coming up one tree. I don't care how heavy it is. And then I'm going to be secured in on another tree with another style of rope system. I think it's called SRT, single rope technique. And I'm going to climb up these trees and start cutting them down. And who knows, I might even get some weekend gig work out of this if I'm any good at it, which would be pretty cool, right? Not only that, I get the experience of being able to call myself a tree cutter, a feller as they call it, F-E-L-L-E-R, look that up. So after I'm dusting the ground, my kids and my grandkids will be able to share those stories of how stupid I was doing this. That's a joke. Anywho, so the next series of videos that you're going to be seeing coming up here is of me unpacking all of this gear and me explaining what each of these does. Oh, and by the way, if you're a professional arborist and you're watching my video, constructive feedback is much appreciated, but criticism is not. I'm just trying to learn, man, you know? So feel free to comment if you have anything on that. Anywho, that is the story that's going to be going on, and get ready for some exciting, exciting, crazy, funny, and just really interesting piece of another part of my life that I'm looking to get done here. So until then, we're going to close this series out, and we will see you at the next set. So until then, peace out.